Well, here comes a horse.
Somebody. Two somebodies. Somebody on the back of the horse, too.
Yep.
Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna find out.
Yep.
Howdy.
Heard it coming
We all
in.
live here.
Say that again. No, there ain't. Come on, we're just trying
You
to have a
ain't gotta run off.
conversation here.
Yeah, no, you're okay. We're not.
Sorry,
We're not gonna hold you up.
we're a little nervous. Sorry.
No, you're
It's
good. You're good.
understandable. You're okay. You're not.
What can we do for you?
We were really just traveling across the state. We're very new to town, so
All right. You asked if we
Okay.
lived here. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Yes. Yes, we
Way
do.
to put your hands down, Willie.
Where y'all headed to?
Can you move forward a little bit? I can't hear them.
I guess so.
We ain't gonna
Where
buy
y'all
it.
headed to?
We're just looking for people to donate to our charity.
Well, you gotta be a little more friendly if you're looking to get people to donate.
I'm very
You-
sorry, sir. We're just not used to three men approaching us like that.
Well, I mean, you approached first. If memory serves correct.
Do you
I
want to
guess
hear
that's
about
true.
our charity?
What kind of charity you got?
I sure do.
I
you-
wouldn't mind.
Do you like animals?
I love them.
What kind of animals?
Cats
Yes.
and dogs, feral ones.
Kill all the cats. Cuddle all the dogs.
Well, this will help you either way then, because what we do is we go through towns and catch the feral cats, and we fix them so they don't breed anymore.
Well, that's a good. That's a
They're
good
make-
thing.
They're
You-
making a mess of
You
this
ain't like
town.
you ain't like
I
cats
tell you
either.
what.
Then?
Can you get a little closer and talk a little louder? I'm interested now.
Well, you see, sir, often they breed and spread diseases that are harmful to other populations across the state. So really, we're trying to protect humans and animals.
Well,
The
let's continue the
populations.
conversation over the fire. Just hitch up your horse over here and come chat with us. Be comfortable with it, all right?
We ain't gonna buy it.
Keep putting your hands up for, weirdo.
I am just, it's hot. I gotta take off my coat. That's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Get you where you like. It's all right.
You ladies would like to sit down on the log there, feel free.
Thank you.
What are your names?
My name's Emma Clark.
Emma Clark.
And my name's Effie.
Epi.
Epi and Anna.
Epi and Emma. Anna? Emma?
I'm sure
Anna.
she said Anna. I don't know why she'd be
Anna
called
would make-
Emma. What
Anna
is
would
wrong
make-
with you?
Anna would make more sense, yes. I'm just going off of what I heard.
All right. Well, I'm Ethan over here. The black
Edmund.
cat with the white band.
Edmund in the
I'm
middle.
Well, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet y'all as well. So y'all go around
It's very
state
nice to meet you all.
just rounding up cats off the street. What else do you do with animals?
That's all we do. We just cut their nuts out like little marbles, pop them right out.
You cut
And
Whoa,
them
whoa, whoa,
out.
whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
whoa,
making
whoa,
me
whoa.
cringe a little
Time
bit.
out. So you only pick on the male kitties.
Well, we don't really know how to do. The females are a little more complicated.
It's
That's
a much
fair.
less invasive procedure, sir.
That makes
You know,
sense.
with the testicles that hang free.
Yeah, just
much
chop.
more
I
accessible.
get it. Yeah, okay.
All
We
right.
Go
just we
around.
just use a little bit of chloroform or cocaine, whatever we have on hand, and knock them out.
Well,
All right.
Make a little
Okay.
slit between the ball sack, pop them out like marbles, and
okay.
What you do with them when you pop
I
them
don't
out
need
like
the details.
marbles?
Okay.
Hang on, no, we don't
well,
gotta go farther
we
than
hang
that.
them in the trees for the chickadees. Waste not.
Okay, give
I'm
him
gonna
back.
tell you,
then.
I
All
gotta
right.
go to the bathroom or something. I don't even.
All right, Emma. Jeez.
Absolutely. So the generous donations that we take from generous donors support food during the recovery process for these animals. So and we also house them. We treat them very well, and then we release them back to be free again.
Okay,
Even
so
cats?
Don't just chop their nuts off and leave them out in
Damn
the
it, we're
street.
still
You
in the nut
just-
talk.
What is that smell? Oh, it's going away. Okay, never mind.
I wasn't going to say
Oh,
anything,
my
but
Lord.
It
That
smells like
was
rotten
very-
chaps or
Edmund, are
something.
you
I don't know.
wearing rotten chaps again?
No, rotten, no, that's
my
inside.
goodness.
These are my nice ones.
Emma,
All
Emma,
right.
we're still trying to get donations from
Oh,
these
yeah,
very
don't
nice
scare
gentlemen.
off the
Would you
ladies.
stop talking
Are
about?
we done with the nut talk?
Gonna scare off. Gonna scare off these fine ladies
So,
talking to us about the nuts.
You
with
take
your
the
rotten
cats, the
chaps.
male cats, you slit them open,
And
pull out
dogs.
their dingleberries, right? And then you hang them up on trees to feed other animals. And then you take care of them, nurture them, get them into a good state by feeding them. And then you let them go back into the wild, unable to populate as such.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Our
Hi, Ross.
charity is named the Whisker Watch.
The whisker
Hello.
watch.
A whisker watch, huh?
What did I just
Yes, sir.
walk into?
You heard everything that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
You
these
should be
ladies,
very versed in the conversation if you heard what I just said.
These skittish ladies kind of walked up on us, looking to ask who lived here and wanted to talk about their cat
Charity.
charity.
Cat and
Yeah,
dog
Prevent a
charity.
litter, fix them critters.
They even got a slogan.
Yep, and we're just looking for some donations.
Listen, I was pretending like I ain't paying attention, but I heard that slogan from over there. Well, what donation you looking for? Because I'm paying. After that, I'm sold. And also though, if I donate, you gotta stop talking about the
Can I
nuts.
donate a little bit more and you can
I'll
take his
donate
nuts
more.
off?
I will donate more if you stop talking about the nuts.
Well, sir, if he's breeding uncontrollably and spreading disease, absolutely.
Not yet, not yet.
don't
But I
he's
think
working
that
anywhere
could
with
be a
those camps
thing.
on.
Oh,
You
gosh,
see a trap,
guys.
so you know on purpose.
We're not looking for your money. It's just,
Y'all are ridiculous.
this is our little gig, though, for being seekers and trying to get money for the family, though. We're going to get
Hey.
money and find out information.
I
Wait,
am
what the
fuck impressed. All,
Actually,
what the fuck?
Who the
Completely
hell?
fooled.
I
Hello,
came
did
out
you
here
guys not know
thinking
it
it was
was us?
them, and
Babe.
then I was confused because they were treating it like it wasn't them. So I'm like, "What? Who the fuck are these people then?"
Yeah, that was interesting. Now I understand the chaps comment.
I did that for a clue. I was like,
I
they're going to know.
all of a sudden I was like, God damn it, even strangers know about my fucking face.
Word travels.
Word travels quick, yeah.
Well, that was an interesting pitch. You guys should have just kept on a few more moments. Edmund would have given you money, and then you
He
would
was
have just
totally
had
gonna
like
give
a
you
double
money.
laugh on that.
I tell you what, that's plan B. You just start talking about the nut incision and whatever else you talking about,
And this is
you
why-
get people to just go on your way.
This is why y'all are seekers in this gang, because of fucking what you just pulled off here. If you can come in here and rile us up about shit, then you're doing pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
We workshopped it over the past couple of days. We came up with that name, the Whisker Watch, and then Eve came up with that brilliant slogan
Yeah,
of
fuck them
prevent
kids.
them litters, fix them critters.
That is
That was
fucking
pretty
gold.
good.
Yeah, that's sure as hell gold.
But we figured we could pull on the heartstrings of good animal lovers that just want the best for the animals of the state.
It really works for anybody who hates his cats or loves cats. So
Yeah,
Yep.
I was totally
Alright.
cool with y'all euthanizing the shit out of them kittens. So
Youth of who?
shut up, Edmund.
So at
Respectfully.
what point did you know it was us? Did you know it was us?
I
You
did
knew it was
not
us.
until
No,
until
not
she
at all.
switched
I was
until
lost.
fucking Eve switched her fucking voice over to her own voice. I had no fucking clue it was you
Yeah,
two.
that shit threw me.
I
for
really
a
thought you guys were
spin.
going to start giving us money. I was like, okay, I got to
Yeah, that
stop
just about
this before
happened.
they give
Edmund's
us
like,
money.
hey, here,
I-
let me pull out some of my money from my chaps.
If I am being honest with you, I'll tell you right now, I had $2 and 1 coin on me, and I was gonna give you every last one of them.
Aw. So this might work.
I
This
was
might
gonna even
actually
throw in a
work.
hot chocolate, and alligator skin, and husky, and whatever the hell else it got to take you to shut the fuck up about them nuts.
Well, we're trying
I
to buy
was-
a house, so
I
we
was
figured this would be a
inclined to
quicker
donate
way
as
than
well.
panning to get some
I
cash.
absolutely appreciate the shit out of what you both just did.
That was solid. Y'all some saleswomen.
Thanks.
What the hell is
Roz,
that,
you said
Virginia?
I'm excited. But
Let
Roz,
me go
you said
change.
you kind of knew it was
I hate
us,
this
right?
dress.
Well, I
I know,
assumed
this is the worst outfit I've ever worn in my life. But Roz,
I-
you said you kind of knew.
Well, I just assumed it when I walked out because I just saw the hair color. But then they were talking to you like you're strangers. I'm
Well,
like,
the
well, maybe
problem
I'm just
is-
mistaken.
Is that Eve sent out a telegram an hour ago from Rhodes, and we ain't seen her ass. So we're getting ready. I was waiting for you to
thought she
wake
was
up, and we
lost.
were getting ready to. We were seriously contemplating that y'all got fucking took.
Oh, that worked out perfectly then. We actually stole
That's
that
why I
horse
keep
from a
sprinting out
local.
the house when I
Couldn't
heard a
tell.
horse coming in.
Oh my goodness, we stole the horse from the local right over there, and he shot at us a couple times.
What?
We were like, "Fuck, they probably heard that." So we
didn't
went
hear
all the way
nothing.
around the property to the front of the property, trying to
I know,
throw you
right?
guys off in case you heard us.
No, didn't hear that at all.
This
Oh,
just
good.
happened.
Yeah, maybe just right before we
Ah,
rode up,
fucking-
really, like
Oh,
3 minutes
wow.
before we
Losing-
rode
I
up.
might be losing my fucking edge.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, it was a
That's
little ways
wild.
away, kind of where the panther prowls around over there.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but we were worried you heard it, so we were like, let's
Well-
just act casual coming up the front.
I have been taught something very important about myself, and as I am naive and gullible as fuck. Thank you very much.
Yeah. When it comes
There
to,
you go, my ass, but I'm kind of stupid, so.
You're so accurate.
Stop it. Oh my goodness. Hooray! I'm glad it worked. All right, so that's what our plan is, to do at least a short-term hustle.
I
We'll
like it.
see. And
Your horses
see
are
if we
good,
can
though.
get some.
Prescription
Yeah.
or those sunglasses?
What's that?
Those glasses prescription?
Oh, absolutely. They're the only thing I could put on my face that covers up my scar on my nose, so I have to wear these. Kind of give me a headache.
I'm impressed.
I'm more than impressed. That was excellent.
Yeah,
That was
y'all got
really
my
fucking
ass.
good.
We drafted up a little business card too, so I'll have to show that to
Wow.
you guys, and we'll be able to hand that out to people too to provide some legitimacy to our charity.
Ooh,
fucking
good shit.
hustlers.
Absolutely.
Right decision.
Oh my
made.
goodness, that's so
Well,
exciting.
shit.
Thank you guys. We got them. They confirmed it, Eve. They didn't know it was us.
Damn.
John, you missed one hell of a fucking thing.
I had a
I just-
disadvantage because
I just got
Only-
filled in on it.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
it was something.
Well, it is nice to have so many people when Virginia gets back out here. We're gonna chat. Roz, I need to speak with you just for a moment,
Oh, okay.
please. So I've kind of asked Edmund, like, how he feels about how John's done.
Uh-huh.
And he's really good with it. Even Mav, I just asked him for generalized opinion on, because they know each other, right? If he had any qualms or whatever, and he said no, he's good. Like, he's always been good, shit like that. So, you got an opinion on that?
I mean, there's still the issue of him being around enough.
Here he is.
Yeah. How soon's it gonna be till he goes to bed?
I don't know.
Like, how much work is he actually gonna put in? He is here, and he was here, what, Saturday night?
Mhm.
But I think I seen him a total of 5 times in the last 2 weeks. I don't know. I just worry. That's all. You know.
Yeah. Well, I'd like
I
to.
know he can do the job. That ain't the problem.
I'd like to open it up and get people's feedback on it.
When's his 2 weeks up?
It's already done. Saturday night was his
Okay.
last time. What'd you think?
I mean, it's up to the gang, right?
Exactly.
You already put that out there, so.
Yep. All right. Well, shall we then?
What, before you go, what's gonna happen? Should he, like, just stop showing up again?
Then he ain't the trail boss no more.
And that's it?
Yeah.
He's just gonna take the title? Okay.
Yep. Simple as that. You don't show up and do the fucking job and a purpose behind it. It's intent, then you ain't that person no more.
Well, when other people stop showing up, you start threatening death. So,
Little different. But I think John knows where I situate myself and this kind of stuff. And we can ask him too, very clearly, make it known, you know.
All right.
And what you mean? You being kind of pointed with that. What you mean?
Because the last two people who stopped showing up, you started saying they need to be killed or something. Outside of anything else, like that was like your line was like they failed the gang.
Amber? Yes,
Amber
absolutely.
and your fucking Dallas.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Dallas as well. I ain't going to kill Dallas, but I'm very disappointed in that boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine.
All right. Shall we then?
Yep.
Alright. Got the bubble guts.
Oh my lord.
I had the shit fires earlier.
Stay away
when
from
we
the
were goat
fire.
panning.
I just got an upset stomach. Per usual.
Found a pretty good gold panning spot, right, Ross? I just
Your
realized I
stomach's
ain't
always
talking.
upset. Maybe you should see a doctor about that. If that's per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't go in our bedroom.
You.
I mean, it's a long way to the outside sometimes. Get yourself a
Just
pot.
hang your ass over the railing.
Yeah,
Oh,
just hang your
well,
ass
living in a
outside
swamp
of
might be so
Virginia's bedroom window.
That's all I need to
No.
see.
Somebody might be walking around the property one
Uh-huh.
night, get a
Poor Adeline.
Just
Oh,
John's
boy.
asshole and balls hanging over the rails.
Oh God.
All right. So let's there's some things I want to go through with you guys, all of you. It's good to have such a population here tonight, so thank you very much. But and John, I'm gonna have you just keep your fucking mouth shut for a little bit for me, please. But we're gonna go around and everyone's gonna give their piece on Trail Boss. And because John is currently eligible to be put into that position if the gang decides that he would be a good fit for it, and this is going to be absolute fucking honesty here, good and bad, on what you've observed, what you've seen, your expectations of that position, things like that. And if we can come to terms with that tonight, and John is willing to accept that in his own, then that will be the position that he will take on for the gang. Am I clear on this?
Yep.
All right. And there is no bias or bullshit. Everything you're going to say around this circle is going to be completely fucking honest. No fluff, no bullshit, okay?
Fair enough.
All right. Maverick, I'm going to just have you start it out because you have had experience with him in the past. You haven't necessarily gone under his leadership since he's been the trail boss of the gang. But if there's anything you'd like to put out there for everybody, feel free.
No, I mean, I know what I expect from the position, which is basically the ability to make decisions, which John in the past has never had an issue with. So I have no issue with him being trail boss and would follow him no problem.
All right. Appreciate that. Edmund?
Without any fluff about it, I mean, I think he'd be best fit for the position. I don't know him before, but I know what he's done now, and I think he's been a mighty good fit for exactly what a trail boss is. He knows a lot about the family. He knows a lot about the position itself, and I think he'd be a good fit for it.
Noted. Thank you, Edmund.
You got it.
Wes?
I do think he would be an excellent trail boss. From what I've seen, the reliability, the quick decision making, the confidence in his decision making, I do think John would make a great trail boss. No major hesitancies for me.
All right. Appreciate that. And
What about
Miss
minor
Ronnie?
ones?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. She said major. Do you have any minor ones?
Not really. I mean, I think sometimes, John, you can speak up a little more, as in voice your opinion more, or I would love to see you contribute more to the group because what you do have to contribute is so valuable, and sometimes you're thoughtful, and that's important. know when to also speak up and contribute to the conversation, even when you're not necessarily prompted to. I see that often when we're standing in a group, you only speak when spoken to, and you're thoughtful. And again, I appreciate that, but you have really good things to say and really good wisdom and insight. So just volunteer that information more often than what you do currently. That would be my only constructive feedback. But other than that, absolutely no hesitancy whatsoever with him being trail boss.
Thank you.
That was good. Now I got to follow that up.
Yep. Sorry.
Uh, no, I think he'd be a great trail boss. He's strategic, patient, stern. He's experienced and confident, and that's something. All those things are something we need in a trail boss.
All right. Any objections to that on the other side?
May I ask a question to Eve?
Yeah.
Now, I know you think mighty highly of Mr. John here, obviously. If you could give him some constructive criticism, though, if you had something to give him, what do you think it'd be from me? I mean, you know him best, so I'm just saying, if anybody got anything to say to him, I feel like it'd be you.
Good fucking point.
Can I think about it for a second?
That's fair.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Very good question.
All right, Mrs. Colt of the Roslyn variety.
Well, I know John can do the job because I've seen him do similar in the past, basically being in leadership. I know he has the abilities. The only thing I'm concerned about at all is that sometimes he'll take protracted leaves and just kind of be gone, and we won't know exactly when or why or if he's coming back. And that's my only concern, honestly. I know he can do the job. There's no question in my mind about that.
All right.
Okay, I got something.
Let's hear it.
He could be a bit stubborn. He can push back. And a good example of that would be when we're all trying to get him to pick a trail boss or trail name, and he wouldn't, so we had to give him one. He just wanted to be John.
Stubborn as a motherfucker.
Yep. That's my constructive criticism.
Yeah, I like that. You know, and in a way, that's positive, too. That's some good shit.
Yeah.
I would say I agree with Roz. John, I would like to see you around more. If you're going
Same.
to take on this title, if you're going to help lead this group, I would love to see you around more. I would not love, I would expect it. If that's
Alright.
something you feel like you can do, then fucking go for it, but
You know my expectations, right, John?
That I do.
You know the expectations that your brothers and sisters here have upon that position and anyone who fills it.
Was it just me, or did you only say one word there?
Oh, no, I heard the whole thing.
I only heard one word. I
can
heard, do
repeat it.
you expect? I appreciate that.
Do you understand the expectations that are put upon you in this position? Not just by me, not just by Roz, but by everybody in this gang or this family, whatever you want to call it.
That I do.
And you feel like you could fulfill that oath to everybody?
I know I can. And I know I will.
Is it something you would want to partake in and actually do?
Yeah. Till you find someone better, or I get killed.
So there has been brought up about your availability, to which I have requested from you that still has not been done. Can you give me good cause as to why?
My availability.
Yep.
What you talking about, and what?
I've requested availability of everybody in this gang. Only you and Dallas have failed to give it.
Oh, I was just assuming that mine was under what Eve had said.
Nope. You are your
Well,
own
here,
person.
so
So,
let me just do this then. How about this?
all right.
Does that make it more simple?
Smart ass punk. Fucking
Well, no, I'm
peckerheaded
just
punk.
saying. I mean, because she's the one's gonna kick me in the ass. Hey, you know. So
Is I mean,
Wake up.
if I'm not here, right, as the leader of this gang, then people are not going to know what to do, technically speaking, right? So it's a responsibility that requires effort, it requires energy, it requires presence above anything else. It's crucial, right? So if I'm not around, or Roz isn't around, and you are, and you assume this position in the gang, and you do not do a good work, and you do not do a good cause for everybody here, that's going to be a fucking problem. Now, this isn't something you know, and this, I'm just saying this to everybody, not just to you, John, but this isn't something that's going to be fucking fucked with in any regard. Because if it's fucked with and it ain't taken seriously and it ain't being done well, or I don't fucking, if I have to have a talk with you or anybody that has that position and you pissing me off because you ain't doing it fucking well and that ain't getting fixed and there ain't no effort and energy being shown to the contrary, I'm going to fucking pull that shit from you, whoever it is. I am not here to fucking play games. I'm not here to have another fucking Dallas situation. I'm not here to have another fucking Amber situation. I'm not here to have a fucking dramatic situation. We are all here to support one another. Empty saddles don't do fuck all for nobody. They don't help us, get ourselves situated in a fucking house or a homestead of our own with our own locks and our own shit. And all of this stuff that we cannot achieve unless we work together to get it done. And it's, there's people that can't wake up, and I understand that communication is always the key, and it should be the most simplistic thing. And this is something I said countless amounts of times. Y'all have heard it. So the expectation should be very clear, right?
right. Agree.
Yep.
Yep.
We owe it to each other. At the end of the day, we owe it to each other to be around. We owe it to each other to help moving each other forward. To be there in a fucking gunfight in case some of you get knocked the fuck down, other people can be there to get you the fuck back up or get you to the help you fucking need so you don't die. We owe it to each other to be those people for each other. Simple as that. And that is my expectation as the fucking head of this family, as the fucking boss of this fucking gang. There ain't no bullshit. There ain't no fucking drama. We keep everything goddamn square and situated and correct and honest with each other all the fucking time. No and if, ors, or buts about it. Otherwise, I'll be kicking yours. We have a long way to go in this state, and we are moving real fucking slow, which is not a bad thing. And we'll look what we've done so far. I think we have a lot to be proud of, and we have a lot to carry with that pride on ourselves. But it takes each and every single one of us around this fire, and even the couple people that ain't currently here, to continue that momentum to where we need it to go. And that can only be done when we're here supporting each other. Y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Sir.
Yep.
I'm going to
Yep.
call for an aye or a nay on this
Aye.
vote.
Sorry.
Wow.
Hey, that's how it should be.
And John, you obviously you do not vote.
All right. Nay. Kidding.
Shoot him. Just kidding. All right. Roslyn,
Aye.
Eve,
Aye.
Virginia,
Aye.
myself is an aye. Edmund,
Ah.
Maverick.
Ah.
All right. Unanimous decision. John, you are the gang's new trail boss. Congratulations, fella.
You're here.
Congratulations.
Appreciate y'all.
Congratulations, Sean.
Appreciate the hell out of you.
Sure do.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big
I
step.
think you're going to do great things.
It's a big step.
Excited to
The
get
big
back
thing.
at it. Definitely excited to follow you while you're doing it for sure.
Yeah, we had some time. We definitely have shed blood together there, Maverick.
Absolutely.
So wait, is
Alright.
this the part where we get to pull out our guns at him now, or?
Sure.
Nah,
It's already a goal.
there's
Damn it! I was hoping I could do that.
there's not an instance we'll ever replace that time outside Valentine.
That was a good day. That was a good day. And you've come far from that day, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Well, I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say it's a little bit different when you get purpose put in your life.
Yeah. Changes a lot, don't it?
100% agree on that.
That does.
All right. Well,
I
I mean,
think. Oh shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
we just went to
please,
the bad fucking
please
time, man.
continue. You're good.
I was just gonna say, and I think that more than myself and people that you have touched in their life, Ethan, you have put more purpose than you'll ever know in people's lives.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's a very true statement. Yep.
It's a heavy weight running a group. It ain't easy. Some of you know better. Some of you don't. It ain't a burden. It's a blessing. But sometimes it definitely don't feel like it. So, but I'm proud. I am genuinely fucking proud of every single one of you for coming up, showing up, being here, doing your things, willing to expand your horizons, to be building on momentums and, you know, trying to propel ourselves in a direction that is beneficial to not just, you know, a few of us, but all of us. I think y'all should be very proud of yourselves for that.
I gotta give some credit to Roslyn too, because if it wasn't for her knocking me upside the head every now and then, I would have known my purpose a long time ago. Definitely helped me a lot with that.
Well, I could say the same, to be honest. She's taught me a lot about a world I thought I very well knew.
Well, I don't tend to waste my time on people I don't think deserve it.
A hell of a statement.
Wear it well. Both of y'all. I seen that potential in you long ago, Maverick.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago now. Despite anything to the contrary, people say or whatever, we had many long talks, and I could hear it in your voice. What you wanted in life and how I knew you could contribute. And I'm glad you're back.
You're here. Not fucking seekers over here. Jesus Christ.
Killing it.
Killing it.
I hope it pans out.
Fucking fooled us. I mean, if you can fool your own people, you can fool anybody.
Anybody? Yeah. I literally had no fucking clue it was out there.
Yeah, I'll be honest, me either.
No, really?
No, the voices
not
you
even
did
kidding.
was
Yeah.
convincing. Yeah.
Yep.
Like literally the only reason I thought it was y'all was just because you guys were at the fire and I recognized the hair colors coming up from behind. I'm like, they're wearing weird stuff. But then I heard the voices and everybody else was talking different. I'm like, oh, shit. Who the fuck are these
mean,
Yeah.
people?
Who these bitches? Fucking nut
You walk
terror
up
are.
right away just looking disgusted.
Well, yeah, because I walk in there talking about chopping nuts off
Nuts
of
off,
cats,
yeah.
and I was like, what in the fuck did...
I thought
I'll
if I
wake
took
up
one
to.
lap, it'd be over with. I had to take fucking
Yeah,
5 laps.
you took- She was pretty good.
They were being skittish when they fucking walked up too. I mean,
Hmm.
it was very convincing.
Played it off real well. Damn good, actually. I am gonna. So the house, as we last checked, is up to $8,100.
Good God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody
so,
shot their shot.
So,
yeah.
do we want to go up higher than 8,500 or 9,000? Maybe top it off at 10. What's y'all's thoughts on that? How bad do you want it?
That was my question the other day. What are y'all's top end?
I told you mine.
Yep. I'm fixing to get everybody answers here. What do you think that house is worth long? I mean, what's you willing to pay for it, really? What's it worth?
Okay.
What's
I'm
that
gonna,
number that makes you happy? What's that number that makes you mad you got it?
yeah. I'm gonna speak on this just to get my topic or my reasons for why I think it's kind of okay to overpay for that house, because to me the value isn't in the value of the property itself or what we can potentially get for it in the future. It's what it gives us. That's what the value is for me. And I don't know if I want to tell my top end yet, because I'd really like to hear other people's, and I don't want to skew it just because of who I am.
So, besides being able to lock the doors, what is the main difference between where we're at now and establishing ourselves there?
This is heavily trafficked area. Heavily
Yeah,
trafficked
we've
area by
woken
bad
up
people.
to gunfights in this house.
Okay, yeah.
People like to come here and use it as a destination for a shootout. That is a definite major draw or a downfall in this place. That other place has a clean water well, which we have to either run to roads or all the way back to the river, which even the river water is kind of questionable. That swamp water, I mean, it's fucking swamp water.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't want to go to like 15 or anything on it, but
No.
I go higher than 8100.
Yeah, I definitely go high there. I mean, 85 was my original number I was going with in my head. But I'd be fixing to say 10 would be worth it too.
I just don't know how. I'm not good with numbers, so somebody would have to really simplify
Virginia!
the large number and how much everybody would have to pay because of it. And I don't know how often we'd have to pay and all that.
Every week, most likely.
It's a weekly thing, yeah. And she broke it down for 10,000 because that made it kind of easy the other day. So if you want to
Get ready to
pull
get
that back
lost,
out,
I'll
yeah.
tell you that right now.
She figured out all the
You
math
have
on it.
to make it real simple for me
I'll tell
because
you what.
Yeah.
Let me,
how much am I paying?
10,000 equates to purple now.
Well, everything's purple. You got to keep it purple.
I'm gonna get comfy.
Why you gonna sit in front of me like that?
Because that's where the fucking bench is.
You should
can't
probably have
that.
a seat too, man.
Or you
nah,
get
this
dizzy
is
from all the numbers.
quick. Long story short, each person, if they were 5, which I think we got more than 5 now, hopefully, reliable people, from 5 people, we would need, if we got a $10,000 price on the house, say we had 5% of interest, which is $500, so you're looking at 10.5
What the
for
fuck
this
is
place.
interest?
Basically, if somebody loans us money, they want us to pay that money back, but they just don't want the 10,000 they loaned us. They want money back that makes it worth their time, so to speak. So if they give us 10,000, we can't just give them 10,000 back. We need to give them 10,000 and a little bit of extra. Consider it like thank you money for loaning us that money to begin with.
Okay.
Or else no one would give out money if they just got the same amount of money back, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like the payment to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I
So
get
it's-
that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. You know?
Congratulations, Edmund.
That is common
So-
sense.
Generally speaking, when we were talking to someone, the federal lenders have a quite a bit higher interest rate. So if we go with someone private, hopefully we get around a 5% interest rate. Say it's the worst case, worst. I do think that house is worth 10 grand. I really do. Again, when I was scouring the catalogs for different homes that we could purchase in the future, as far as location, oh, it was the train. Sorry, I thought that was horses coming.
You're good.
Oh, that scared me.
That was just
Deep in-
John's stomach.
Deep in my math work here.
Sure.
But if I do think that house is worth the 10, I wouldn't, as Eve said, want to go above 15, but would I go above 10? Honestly, probably. When I think about where that house is located, what we can get for it as far as the water pump and the stable and the layout and all of that, I just don't think there are that many properties that aren't in a city that we would want. I don't want to be out in New Austin. I think everybody feels the same. We want to
got
be
a
somewhat
kitchen.
centrally located, and it's got a kitchen and a bathtub we can dunk
Mhm.
Edmund in every now and then.
Yeah. Just not as
Yeah,
chaps.
that sounded mighty forceful.
It's gonna have to be.
Get you excited or what?
Ah,
She
need a
said, "We."
wingman
That's
one of
like
these
I got
days.
people on
With a
each
giggle.
angle. We're saying nothing in this.
Yeah, that's not a
Bathtub
choice.
sounds nice. If y'all willing to share it with me, I mean, yeah, I'll be fixing
Oh,
to take
yes.
myself
Yes,
in
sir.
every once in a while.
We'll take turns scrubbing the bathtub after Edmund uses it, and
No, Edmund can scrub
go
the
from there.
bathtub.
What you fixing top end, Virginia?
What'd you say?
What you fixing top end? You said it's over 10 in your mind.
what's the most you'd want to pay?
Well, we have
15.
to factor in 15. Damn.
Holy shit!
Yep. That would be the abs. That is where I would feel like, well, 14 or 15 would be where I would feel like, oof. But this is for the rarity of the property. I would justify it that way, but I would feel, ooh, that would hurt me. That would hurt me.
Is 14, 15, does that include the payment interest thing you were talking about, or is that just flat out and then the payment after that?
So let's say if we purchased it for 14,000, then the interest on that, it's called principal amount, would go up. So it'd be
Jesus, no.
5% of that principal amount, that 14,000. So it'd be about $700, I would say,
Okay.
of interest we'd have to pay back. So it'd be $14,700 loan. So it does kind of, go up more and more the higher that principal amount gets. So we need to think about that. But again, even if it was 14.7, even if it was, I would really soft ceiling. I would do 12. Soft
That's
ceiling,
what
I would
I
want to stop there.
I'd
Above
say
that, 15 is like 14, 15 is like an absolute fucking no for me. But 12 would be about where I would start feeling a little squeamish. 10, I think, is worth it. But
All
even
right,
if we
I was gonna say
did,
12, but Miss Virginia's got me convinced. I'm saying 13.
oh god.
Jesus Christ.
But even if we did have that 14.7, again, worst case scenario, if we pay that over 32 weeks, that's about $460 a week. And with only 5 people reliably contributing every week, that would be less than $100 a week from each person. That would be $91 a person. I do think that is
That's less
maybe
than a
steep
gold
for some of
bar.
us, but yeah, it's less than a fucking gold bar every week.
Speaking of which, we do need to get to the fruit
But
man.
that's a
while
week
it's
for
dark.
how long?
And hang on,
Yes.
Eve just brought up a very good point. So here's my only concern with something like $91 a week. And granted, some of us have altered or ways to make money. However, what happens if we lose the fruit man again, and we have a week to where we're not able to sell gold and all that? The ones that don't have these alternate jobs are going to be able to pitch in, and then that becomes a problem.
Worst case
So I think-
scenario, you can sell them to a blacksmith or a gunsmith or somebody. There's always
There are
people looking to buy
people-
gold.
Okay.
There are people out there like pawn shops that'll buy that stuff.
It'll be
Okay.
We
less.
just won't get as much money. Yeah.
That's $91 for 32 weeks.
I just want to make sure
Mhm.
that the people that just like to do the criminal shit aren't gonna have to worry about securing a fucking job. So I definitely ain't trying to work a fucking job. This is my job.
Well, we know a guy that buys secondhand guns. We could steal people's guns and sell it to him for
You
cash
see that?
too.
That I'm good with.
It's whatever
But
we have
okay.
to do collectively to make this work. But, everybody needs to understand the commitment this is going to require of you. Because we're giving ourselves our word, right? And we're giving our word to each other as well that we're going to make ends meet. There will be no faulting on shit. There will be no fucking bullshit. We go in on this, we're in on this. Ain't no backing out. This is equity that we can use to help propel us into the future,
A lot of shit can happen in 32 weeks.
of course.
That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like she said, those numbers are based on like the 5 people we knew were kind of solid at the time for showing up enough in a week. Now we got other people that we might be able to add into that, so that'll lessen that load.
Yeah.
So let's say we did do the soft cap of $12,000. That's about $600 of interest. Divided amongst us, 7 people standing here right now, we would only need to pay $56 a week.
You see, that's
each of
not too
us.
bad.
Yeah, that's very doable.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Granted, that's the 32 weeks, so if we wanted to pay it twice as fast, make sure we're not upside down on it, you know? I mean, it would still be only around $100, which again, that's twice as much, but still, just putting it in perspective, if we can commit to that reliability, and if I may propose something, if we did do all 7 of us doing that $56, we could just round it up to 60, and then that extra $4, if we had some sort of appointed person, Roz or Ethan, treasurer, and then they just stash that in the bank or somehow, and we keep track, a ledger. So if there is that person, to your point, Maverick, sorry, I don't know why I just called you Mav. I don't know you that well. But if there is someone who comes up short, then that person, their part of that mortgage payment that week can be compensated. I know that's everyone kind of picking up the slack. I would hope it doesn't happen very often, but just so we're putting back a little bit of money each week for the gang too, so we have that cushion
Like
to not only
insurance.
support people, yeah, exactly, for what we need it for. Obviously, we can make purchases with it, but also if somebody does happen to fall on hard times, then we have that extra money.
I like that overall idea. That's just a good idea in general. I don't even think just for the house. I like that idea just
Have a
overall.
gang savings, and it will work well
Yeah,
whenever
something like
we
that.
say we make a good score or something like that on some guns, or we rob
Just having
something,
somebody in charge.
get some money from our various robbings and stuff, and start like stashing away like a
Yeah.
gang
Mhm.
tax.
That's
Your
fun.
money.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be opposed to start taking cash off people if we're going to take
Mhm.
guns.
That's what I said the other day.
Yeah.
Now that we're looking to need cash money,
Mr.
Just-
John, Miss Eve, what are your opinions on the house?
I was gonna say, just so y'all know, until you get to a certain point, those of you who ain't done it, you can make about $45 in about an hour by doing deliveries once a
Oh.
day,
True.
and
Wow.
it's you can do that for a while before you have to acquire
wagon.
a wagon. So I mean, like I've been doing it for a while now, and I still don't have to acquire a wagon, and within an hour it starts in around Saint Denis, and I make my way out towards Tumbleweed, and it takes about an hour, and it's $47 or whatever, and you may get some things extra, like I usually will shoot some animals and stuff, and if I accumulate a bunch of meat, I usually sell the meat too, and that's an extra $10. So usually with a round trip I make about $60-70 within an hour, which ain't bad.
It's not bad.
And
It's-
if you
Yeah.
hang
That the
on
fella
to
out
that
of
meat and
Blackwater?
sell it to a saloon or something, they'll buy it for more than a butcher will. Anybody who makes stews or whatever, they usually will buy your meat for more than the butcher.
When I say after we got Adeline too, bring it on back to here.
Also, was another opportunity too. There's a lot of businesses in this state that move shit, right? Wouldn't be a bad idea to start talking with them. Maybe we can work out some kind of a contract and actually provide security and make money as well.
I was just about to say that. Took the words right out of my mouth. I spoke to a fellow the other day about it. He's a lawyer. Now, I don't remember his last name. I got his telegram information. Name's Andy. I got his telegram information. He's talking about he likes to move items around the state and needs security every now and again. And then he also said if we ever need a lawyer, let him know.
All right.
I
Well,
just
we
gonna
will.
say it, lawyer gonna be in the know.
What times do you usually awake? Like what time did you run into him?
It was probably about 10:30 Eastern stars.
Okay. That's doable for us.
Yep. So, moving forward, I'm going to move around. Aye or nay in support of this, and let me know. John?
I'll say aye, but the only thing I'm gonna say is make sure this doesn't tap in our reserves. Make sure that we have everything we need to have to maintain business. I would prefer us all having weapons and ammo over a house. I mean, that's just me, but make sure that we have what we need. It's not stray from that. Definitely
Right.
going to double the workload on everybody. So, but I mean, I'm good with it. Get the hell out of this swamp.
All right. Roslyn?
I'm not sure what we're eyeing or naying here.
So we attach a
moving
number to
forward
this,
with this.
maybe, or
That's what I'm wondering is, I mean, I didn't know we weren't going to move forward on the house, but are we at an upper limit?
Well, she said 12,000, right?
I heard 14, 15 too.
Yeah, we need to put a cap on like what we're actually talking about.
Well, I just substantiated that 12,000 as our cap.
Okay.
I think where it's at now, I don't think a lot of people are gonna be willing to go as high as us. And I think we got a little bit of buying power knowing that we got 5+ people, 7+ people that willing to
All right.
contribute.
Well, I'm going to continue with the vote.
It's higher than I wanted to go, but I guess I.
John, with that number in mind, are you still an aye or a nay?
You asked me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I was coughing real hard in my brain, so I didn't hear you. Sorry about that.
No, with that number being in fact, right? 12K.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
All right, stop dying over there. Eve!
I'm a Roz. I. A little higher than what I thought, but I.
All right. Virginia.
I think it's I for me. If we're all in agreement as we say this, that we will, to Maverick's point, 32 weeks is a long time. That's 8 months to be in this accord together. And it's
It
not
is
to
a
say
long
we can't have a goal to pay it off sooner. You know, we could say, you know, have an internal gang goal of paying it off in 24 weeks, you know, 16
Sure.
weeks or
8
whatever.
weeks.
But
Fuck.
tomorrow. We're paying it all night.
Jesus.
No. But
I'll donate what
I
I
do
can
feel
when
comfortable
I
at the
can.
12 when I think of waking up in a house that is secure, that I don't have to worry about shootouts happening, that when people ride up, I know it's my fucking property and I can run them off and have the backing of the state, as we said. Send the fucking deputies into those goddamn squatters, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, we can have so much more leverage with a property that we own. That security to me is well worth it. So,
Aye. All right. Maverick.
So my only concerns, I mean, this is going to happen. We're moving forward with the house regardless. But I'm okay with 12. I would like it lower for the simple fact of shit happens, especially in our line of work. People go to jail. You know, sometimes people end up in the hospital. And the last thing we want, say we have a week to where 4 of us get arrested in a robbery. And next thing we know, Roslyn and Eve are getting kicked out of the house because we're fucking stuck in Sisika and can't pull our weight, you know? So I think it's important to start building up a gang trust fund now for if something like that were to happen, because there's a very real possibility of what we do.
Right.
true.
So is that an aye or a nay?
It's an eye,
All right.
but with to keep it in mind for everybody.
Sure. Evan.
Yeah, say 12's a little higher than I was expecting, but the way Miss Virginia put it, and yeah, I'd say aye.
All right. And I'm an aye as well. For the same sentiments that have been expressed here tonight. So,
I would like to say I think we need to figure out what originating off and how I would like to go up every time after that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work if we just talk to the REO and tell them our top end, if they just bump it up by like $100 every time and see if the other side bumps it up same.
So,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
If we told them our top end, wouldn't they like trick us into spending that much money? I wouldn't
That's
give
true.
away
I don't
that
think it would be in
information.
their best benefit to be deceitful.
Well, that depends on if they get a percentage.
Maybe
And
we
the
just
higher
tell
the
them to
house goes
keep
for.
on going up every couple
Are they
hundred and then
taking,
tell
like-
us when.
Are they
I don't know.
taking final bids or are they taking like just like a bidding war? Like that's my question.
I'm not sure. We still need to fucking get a hold of these people. So I mean, we
Yep.
might be getting a little ahead of ourselves, but this is conversations we need to have before I end up talking to the loan officer and say I need this much money to be able to have access to that, and then talk to the real estate, which ideally that'll be the same person, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
did get a
there's-
hold of that Bella, I can't remember her last name, and she gave me her telegram for her business. So she's got other people who work for her who can answer telegrams for her as well. in regards to that. I telegrammed them and I haven't heard back yet. And that was as of like 6 o'clock New York time.
Can't see what time it is.
It is.
It's not time. I can tell you that.
It's too dark to look at my
It is dark. There we
pocket
go.
watch.
11?
11, okay.
10?
Alright.
The person we're gonna get the loan for, are they gonna ask us for money up front?
I don't know.
I doubt it. I don't know why they would ask for money if they're giving us a loan.
Yeah, but they're
Can
the
we
ones
store
we're
money
paying,
in our
right?
storage trunk in the house?
No.
No? Okay, dang.
No.
Well,
So
I'll
for-
donate everything that I make. I'm just wanting to keep like $100 in my account, but I'll give everything else to you guys in like the trust fund or whatever. Should probably be around 500, I imagine, to start off with.
Jesus.
At some point, there will be the ability for us as a gang to have our own bank account, like a group bank account.
Okay,
Uh,
that'll be nice.
The banks
Yeah.
just ain't there yet, but
That'll
that's
work.
something that's being worked
Coming,
on.
yeah.
That'll help
And
out a lot with
invoicing and all
the.
that stuff is being worked on.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
send out invoices and pay them and all that shit.
That'll help out a lot with the fear of, like, what if something were to happen and we need a safety box fund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once I get my horse, I really have no reason to put my money anywhere else. So yeah, I mean, I donate what I got to the house.
Yep, I got about $200 worth of stuff in the bank right now to go sell to the fruit man.
Yeah, I need to sell to the fruit man as well.
I don't know how much worth I got, but I know I got some shit to sell that I've been needing to sell for a while for sure.
I know we need
We
more
could-
guns too.
Yeah, we do need
Yeah,
more
we do. I'm
guns.
tired of this fucking rifle.
We could talk to that loan officer and see. I agree about not letting him know the top of our budget right away, and we could ask them or pick their brains about a down payment to see if that sweetens the pot for the seller at all. It might not matter whatsoever, but it could be enticing if they know they're going to get a big fat chunk of change up front. So that'll be
Well,
a question to ask.
The loan officer is going to give him all of it up front.
I
Tell
said,
her
dude,
to
don't
walk
let him know
away.
it. 12's
think
a
she
lot
means the
higher than that
REO.
original lady said. She said 10 was what she thought it would go full max. So I think if we're willing to go to 12, I don't think there's any need to let them know our max. We just kind of let them know, hey, we're willing to keep on going up this much.
Yeah,
I think that's the number we need to give. We're talking about for the REO. The loan officer needs to know how much we're willing to have
yeah.
total,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
we
we
asking him
need
for
to be
12.
able to use.
REO
he
different.
might give us a better interest rate if we put down more up front. Who knows? I don't know how things work in this state yet.
Yeah, I don't know. We're still learning.
Yeah.
To the fruit man?
To the fruit man.
Fuck it, burn it down.
I'm going to go get my horse.
I need to get my horse too.
Yeah.
Oh, we burned it.
It's just a statement from an old place.
Okay.
Fucking
Okay.
butch.
Yeah, burn it down.
Burn it.
Yeah, amen.
Amen.